This is the story of a young man who was recruited by the four letters. It all started like many stories of kids who don't think about the consequences, looking at it superficially, believing the world was easy, fast, and full of luxuries. He and his friend used to talk through messages about one day getting into the business because his friend's uncle sold devil's weed. He was independent, not part of an organization. They always saw him in a new truck each week carrying bundles of old bills. They, like many young people, saw themselves in that life without knowing what was behind it. Until one day, the Mexican army raided that guy's house. That should have been the warning. But envy and the foolish dream of easy money got the better of them one night. Chatting through messages, between videos and memes, his friend sends him a post. It was direct, shameless.
Who wants to join the four? Any letters?
In the background, a luxury car and tiger cub. That kind of image is designed to hook those who believe that's where the good life is.
Instead of ignoring it, they made the biggest mistake of their lives.
They were asked for their full name, date of birth, and reason for joining. After sending it, they got no response and assumed that was the end. They thought that was the closest they would ever get to being part of that world, but the next day they got a surprise. They were sent bus tickets and they told their moms they were leaving for a temporary job, that they'd be back in a month with money. They didn't know that trip was one way only. They arrived in the late afternoon and the bus dropped them off at a spot where a pickup truck was already waiting for them. The road ended at a camp in the middle of nowhere with about 20 people lined up, and the welcome they got was a sentence.
Welcome to the company. There's no going back. The only way out is alive.
From that night on, the training began. Exercises so tough they threw up even what they didn't have. Orders were shouted inches from their faces. There, you lost all sense of time. I couldn't tell if it was Monday or Saturday morning or night. They were sometimes allowed 10 minutes on their phones, but he never tried. He didn't want his family to hear his broken voice. One day they silently gathered everyone and told them there was a problem. His friend who went with him to the camp had lied to the people in charge. He told his family he was forcibly recruited and being sought. That information reached someone important, who then used him as an example in front of everyone to send a message.
Is this what's going to happen to liars?
Then they told us to write to that friend's family and say he was killed in a shootout, a lie to cover up another lie. At that moment, seeing his friend's end, the other's silence, and how that world swallowed everyone, he understood the truth. People only get involved through deception, not for pleasure.